Hi, Alison. How are you today?
Hey, Norine, how are you?
We're going to have quite a show today, and you even work here, don't you?
This is so exciting.
Let me ask you a couple of questions before we go right into the show. You're going to be talking to a Rodney Moore, and
Yes. He is the operations manager of Carson City Beauty Academy. He's also a teacher, a cosmetology teacher. He was my teacher when I attended here several years back, and I'm also a graduate. And he basically does everything here.
Wonderful. And
Including
there's
writes
another.
the checks.
And there's another. Oh, a check. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Got to do those checks. And the other lady, Sandy, who is she?
She is the owner of the entire school. She originated the business herself, and she's been here, she's going on her 25th year.
Really?
Yes.
How wonderful.
Yes.
So this school has been around over 25 years now.
Yes.
Well, that is great. Now, you said you work here. What do you do here?
I am the front desk receptionist here. I greet everybody. I take all the appointments. I schedule all the appointments with all the students. I answer all the phones. I do everything here.
And that's why you're having an interview with two beautiful, lovely ladies who are seniors here, and their names?
Eula Cook has been coming here before I was born, and then there's, no, that's a joke. And then there is Carol Nyquist, and she's been coming here for a while as well.
Oh, wonderful. I'm anxious to meet them.
Oh yeah, and they do a shampoo and set. There's several others. Like every day of the week, we have a certain group that come in for their shampoo and sets.
Well, you have like senior days.
It's senior days pretty much Tuesday through Friday.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, we have discounts on haircuts and shampoo and sets.
Can you just walk in, or do you have to have
You can walk in.
appointments?
I just suggest calling because you never know how many students are coming that day. They're on a schedule, but it is a 30-hour week schedule, which they work out themselves because it is an adult school.
Okay, and tell me, what days of the week are you here?
I'm here Tuesday through Friday as well.
Okay, and so those hours are?
7:30, I'm here till 4, and then we also have the clinic floor open 9:15 till just about 3 o'clock. It depends on what you're having done.
Oh, that's great. Now you have, what, one or two cosmetologists? Is that what you call them that are going to be?
Cosmetologist students, they're studying to be cosmetologists, which means they are doing hair, skin, and nails.
Okay.
A cosmetologist has to go to school for 1,800 hours, and once they complete that, they take tests with the State Board of Cosmetology, a practical and a written test, and then they obtain their license, and they're a licensed cosmetologist. So we have about 60 students anywhere, give and take, every month on the floor, on the clinic floor, after they've been trained as a freshman to do the basics.
And how many teachers?
Right now we have about 6 teachers.
Oh, wonderful.
We have different programs here. We have a nail program, we have an aesthetics program, which is skin, and then we have the cosmetology program, which is all 3. And then we also have massage therapy school, and I think I covered it, yeah.
Oh, that's great. Now the girl that are working on the two seniors, is there 2 or 1 girl?
I believe we're going to be interviewing 2 girls.
And what are their names?
Zaina Awali, and then Marissa Nichols.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Aren't you going to have a wonderful time
this
today?
is my second home.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen out there, I think you have a lot of interesting things that you're going to want to write down with your pencil and paper. And there's also, at the end of the show, you're going to have the credits of all the information on the famous Carson City Beauty Academy International, isn't it? It's
Yes,
almost
it is. Yeah.
So be sure to check those things out, all right? Now, before we go on, I also want to wish everybody a very happy Halloween. This is the month of October, and I love this time of the month because it's nice and cool after all that hot heat we've had here in Nevada.
Switched pretty quick, didn't
Yes,
it?
it has. And we're going to have the snow bunnies coming up here pretty soon, too. That's going to be fun. Well, listen, that's it for right now. Let me cut away for right now so that we can start this great show we have today here in Carson City, Nevada.
Okay, everybody, now we are on our clinic floor in Carson City Beauty Academy, where I have a couple of students working on some of my favorite clients. Right here we have Carol Nyquist. She's been coming in for how long, Carol?
About 8 years I've been here off and on
And what makes you want to come to our school?
because I enjoy the company and the girls, and they do a wonderful job.
And don't you enjoy me?
Yes, I do.
Just kidding. And what do you usually do here?
I usually get a shampoo and set or a pedicure or a manicure at times.
Okay, and it's pretty affordable as well, right?
Yes, it is.
Beautiful. Is there anything else you'd like to say hi to anybody out there?
Just come on down and try it. You'll like it.
Great, great, great. Eula, this is another one of my very favorite clients. And tell me your full name and how long you've been coming to the school.
My name is Eula Cook, and I've been coming here, off and on about 20 years.
Wow. And what do you like about the school?
Oh, I like it all, especially this receptionist, Alison, and they're all real nice.
Okay. I'm going to also interview a couple of the students here. After they reach 300 hours and they're tested, the cosmetologists come out on the clinic floor and they actually work for 1,500 more hours and actually work on the public, which is two of my ladies here. I have Zaina Awali, and she is one of our top star students. How many hours do you have right now, Zaina?
I have about 1,400 hours.
Okay, and what made you come to the school, and how long have you lived in the Carson area?
Oh, I just always wanted to be a hairdresser and was born and raised in Carson all my life, so I'm a Carson girl.
And didn't your mom also attend the school?
Yes, my mom attended the school, so it's kind of in the family.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Over here we have a color going on, and we have Marissa Nichols doing the color.
We're actually doing a color removal.
We're doing a color removal. That's even more technical. Marissa, tell us a little bit about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Well, how long have you been going to the school, and what do you like about the school, and what made you want to come to the school?
I started in May. I have about 600 hours, and one of my really good friends went to another beauty school in California, and I just really enjoyed what she did. So when I moved here, I decided to have a career change, and I started doing this instead.
Nice. And how many hours do you have?
About 600.
Great. So she's got a little ways to go, so I get to see them for about 1,800 hours, and then they leave. And then we get new ones. Okay. Would you like to say anything?
No,
You hope your hair turns out right?
I think it will.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, everybody, and we'll go back to the other room now. Hi, everybody. I am here with the owner and operator of Carson City Beauty Academy. This is Sandy. It is my pleasure to introduce Sandy Escover. Sandy, tell us a little bit about the background of the school and when you started everything.
Okay, I came down here and started work in 1989 for another person that owned the school, and in 1990 I bought it, and I brought it up from possibly 24 students, with 25, one was graduating, and brought it up to 100 and some students, and I've been in business now going on my 25th year.
Oh, that's great. What are you hoping for the school to do for girls and guys these days?
What I'm looking for is, I think the young men make a lot of money in the field, and it gives them a good education, and it gives the girls the same. It gets them. I'm trying to see to it that they get off of welfare. I'm also taking them when they come into school through the Title IV funding and private pay too, so that they can make money, get off of the welfare system, and get out there and be productive citizens of the state.
And how long have we been at this location?
We've been here 5 years in August. We started, I was up at the north end of Carson City for 20 years, and I moved down here and came in here and been here now for 5 years.
And what do you think the success of the school is? You, no, besides you.
Thanks.
Yes, you're welcome.
Well, we have a great crew. Number one, most of the people that have been working for me have been working here for at least, well, Rodney's been with me for over 5 years, and Sandra's been with me for 19. So I have a long history of good work.
And what about the students? Where do they come from?
They come from all over. Some of them come from Reno, not many. Mainly Tahoe, Gardnerville, Carson, Fallon, Fernley, out in the surrounding areas.
The northern Nevada area mostly?
Yes,
And also the lake as well, because that's how I found out about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, also, besides just being the owner-operator, Sandy works here every day.
Yes, I do. I make sure that the time cards are taken care of properly, and then if there's any troubles that Rodney doesn't handle, and he comes to me with the problems, and then between he and I, we resolve the problems.
The big bosses, my bosses.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything else you'd like to add before we get to Rodney?
Nope, I think you need to talk to Rodney because he could tell you more. He took over my end of my business. I just come down here to just make sure that it's going smoothly, and if he needs backup, I'm here to help him.
And then if she's wearing red, we have to watch out. Just kidding.
Not true.
Just kidding. Okay, everybody, we're back at the school again with Rodney Moore. This is my former teacher.
Yes.
And he's now my boss.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he is. He's a great guy. Tell me a little bit about yourself and how you started working here. Actually, not working here, but you started going to school here, didn't you?
Yes, I became a student in probably about 2005. I did all of my 1,800 hours of training and decided that I wanted to come back and be an instructor. So I came back for another 1,000 hours to do my instructor's hours.
Wow.
And from there I became an instructor, and now I'm the operational manager at the Beauty Academy.
Now he runs the whole show. And
Lucky me.
Yes, yes, with all these crazy women. That's not true. But where do we get most of our students from, and how is the success here? What do you do exactly by attracting people
Well, we do
here?
a lot of advertising for the school as far as radio. We've also elected to sponsor the Reno Bighorns to get more people from the Reno area as well.
Nice, yeah.
And a lot of people come in word of mouth. A lot of students come in just by speaking with other students and coming in and telling them how good the career can be in cosmetology, and they come in and they sign up.
Yeah, and the success rate is pretty good as well as finishing the course, isn't it?
Oh yes, most definitely. We have a great success rate for people that graduate from the school, because we also offer job placements for students.
Oh, that's good.
And when students complete the program, they can come back in anytime and speak with any of our instructors and speak to our former students. So we leave the door wide open for people to keep continuing in this field.
That's wonderful. Is there anything else you'd like to add about the school and yourself?
That Carson City Beauty Academy, or just the field of cosmetology, is one of the best fields that anyone can elect to be in, because it open up the door for greater opportunities later. You know, this is something that you can work in for a very long time, whether you're really, really young starting out, or you're graduating from being older and you just want to work for yourself. This is a great opportunity for anyone.
Yeah, because
that
every
wants to do
beauty
it.
is never going to go out.
Never. Look at me.
Yes. Thank you so much for giving me your time today.
All right, thank you.
All right,
you have
you're
a great
welcome.
day.
Hi, June. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing just great. Thank you. How are you?
Fine, thank you. This is June Black, and I'm going to let her tell you what she does here at this famous Beauty Academy and here in Carson City. And so let's get started. Hey, June, tell us a little bit about you first, and how'd you get started?
Okay, I teach massage therapy at the Carson City Beauty Academy, and I am also a cosmetology instructor. So I do a little bit of everything, and I've been doing massages since 1973. And I worked at a spa in Mesquite for 13 years, and then I got recruited here at the Carson City Beauty Academy. So I've been here 2.5 years.
That is great. So you have, how many students that you have teaching this?
Right now, at the present time, we have 6, and we have 3 more coming in next week, so we'll have 9 total.
Oh, well, that's great. You know, if you want to learn massage, can they just learn massage, or do they have to have the whole course?
No, you have to learn anatomy and physiology. The course is 900 hours. It's very comprehensive, and we have 2 instructors. And myself, I teach the massage and the practical part, a lot of it, most of the book. The other instructor does the anatomy and physiology and does more of the medical massage. So we are a blend of 2 different fields, but we complement each other, where one is stronger in the medical and I'm more in the esoteric and the massage and relaxation. And I like my job better.
Oh, I could see why. You'd be nice and relaxed all the time, so you know how to relax and let the stress go. Do you get a lot of seniors that come for massages?
Yes, we do. A lot of them come with medical problems. So this gives the students a lot of practice on working with them and how to be careful and contraindications. And most of them are return clients and they keep coming back, and it's been really good, and we've had no complaints about the massages.
So they could just make an appointment just for massages?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that works in any part of the beauty school, I guess. If you want to get your hair done, you just make it for your hair. If you want your nails, you could just come for your nails, things like that. And this is a fabulous school, as you can see already through some of our interviews. June, I want to know where you come from.
I grew up in Reno.
Oh, you have?
And I went to UNR and I got my degree in psychology and social services. I moved to Vegas to be a parole and probation officer, and I find that massage is more my expertise.
I could figure out that one.
Yeah,
I think that's great. So you're here every day?
4 days, that's all I want to work, 4 days.
Okay. So more or less, what time, what day in the week and what time?
Okay, I work Wednesdays through Saturdays, and on my 3 days off, I'm home with my dogs and cats.
Oh, wonderful. What kind of dog do you have?
I have 4 dogs. They're all Chihuahua mix, one purebred Chihuahua and the others are mixes.
And you said you have cats?
10.
Oh, okay. And what are they?
They're all rescue animals, and they were homeless in Mesquite, so I brought them up here. Some of them were ferals, and I trapped them and brought them up here when I moved up here.
Now, did you say you did a little bit of rescuing with the animals? Or?
Yes, with the ferals, I trapped them and brought them up here. I have a cat pen where they can't get out. And the 4 dogs are all rescue animals, and they have a beautiful backyard to run around and play in.
Oh, wonderful. By the way, we're in the office of June, and I want to thank her very much for letting us do our show here today. And June, I know that you have a lot of people you have to see, so I once again would like to thank you very much for letting us interview you.
Well, thank you, and it's been great talking to you.
Well, you too. Hi, this is Nancy. How are you, Nancy?
I'm fine, Norine. How are you?
Now, what is your position here?
I am the registrar. I do the registration of the students who are enrolling.
And how does this all get started? I mean, they call you first, or
They
what?
call, or they send us an email, or they just pop in the door and say, I'd like to enroll.
So you would be the first one they would see?
Yes.
Oh, I think that's great. Could you tell me how you got started here?
There was an ad in the paper one day, and I went in and had an interview with Sandy. It was back in 2002.
Oh my goodness, that's a long time. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
By the way, where have you come from? What state?
California, New York,
Really?
and then here.
Were you born in California?
No, I was born in New York.
Oh, do you miss New York or you like it here?
I left there when I was too young.
Yeah, I could understand that. So how you like all the weather and everything here?
I love the season changes, so.
Oh, I do too. This is the best time in October.
Yes.
I love it, just love it.
Could just be a little warmer.
Oh, well, we've had enough of that for the summer, I think. So this is a pleasure, and then we're going to have snow, and that's going to be really good.
As long as it snows for Christmas.
That's absolutely, I love it when it goes like that. So anyway, what else has been going on? You've always been in this business?
No, I retired from Nevada Bell.
Oh, really?
Yes.
How nice. So you were a phone operator?
Many
Or
years.
Many years ago?
Many years ago, yeah. I retired as a special services designer.
Really? I used to be with the telephone company when I was way in my 20s. But those were the days when you had to just plug in and talk.
Yes, I did that.
Remember that? And then they turned around and went with those cards, you know?
Yeah.
And that's when I said, forget it. No more. That's too much going into the computer age. But Nancy, I really appreciate you coming down here today to take your time to come and talk to us. And I know you're busy, so we're not going to keep you. But I want to say how absolutely beautiful you look today.
Well, thank you very much. I like your top too.
Well, thank you. So would you please have a wonderful day?
I will, thank you.
And we appreciate you coming down and talking to us.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Thank you. Well, this has been fun. We've been talking to a lot of teachers here, and they're all very busy. So we're not going to keep Gladys too long either. Gladys, I'm so glad you're here to do an interview with us.
Thank you.
Now, would you tell everybody who you are and what your position is?
Miss Gladys, and I work at the Carson City Beauty Academy. I am the head of the aesthetics department, and also I do cosmetology teaching as well.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Could you tell me where you come from?
Where I come from. Actually, I was brought up in Las Vegas.
Oh, fantastic. So
Yeah.
how did you get started into this business?
Into this business?
Uh-huh.
I've always worked in entertainment, so what I did was I just like beauty, so that's what I work with.
Great.
Beauty.
So you worked with the showgirls when you were in Las Vegas?
No, I worked in shows.
In shows? Oh,
Yeah.
that is why she is so pretty.
Oh,
Well, listen, Gladys, I wanted to know now, how long have you been here in this school?
at this school, I've been off and on at this school since it opened on this side. Yes, I guess about 10 years. I don't know how long we've been here. I'm not sure.
So since about 2002, most likely.
I think so, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, because you did have a school, as I remember, on the north side of, was it the north side of Carson City, I
Yes,
think?
I think so. It was on the way to Reno. It
Yes.
was right there.
You know, I forgot all about that, because I come here quite a bit. I come here every 3 months, and I think that everyone has been wonderful here. Not only are the teachers, the instructors, the students, and the students are here for about a year?
About a
before-
year, yeah.
About a year.
The aesthetics department, massage, a little bit less.
Uh-huh.
We have great students.
Yeah, they do. And when they leave here, they get the top training from these instructors. So if you're thinking of anything like this, this is the place to come. This is the famous Carson City Academy Beauty Incorporated. Incorporated or international? What would you say?
I would say incorporated, probably.
Incorporated?
Yes.
I think that this is a great place to learn. And when you have instructors like Gladys here and other instructors, I think it's fabulous. They do great things, and cosmetologist covers everything, doesn't it?
I think it does.
Yeah, so it's a good way for students to come out of college or high school if they're not going to go to college and get a new career.
Yeah, and they offer government funding here, and it's really nice. The students are great. I think the students are the best thing here.
Now, do they pick their hours here, or how does this work?
Usually they come in at 8 o'clock for their theory for an hour, and then after that, what the student, pretty much they sign up for 30 hours a week, but they can stay longer if they want.
Oh, well, good. Now, how fast do they get on the floor?
It's 300 hours for a cosmetologist. For an esthetician, it's 150 hours.
Really?
For a nail tech, I'm pretty sure it's 100 hours.
Oh, good. So they don't immediately enroll and then go on the floor. They get their classes.
There's a structure they have to go through.
All right.
And we're very adamant about that.
Well, that's good.
You have to go by the book.
Usually, do these students that graduate, would you say about percentage of getting a job?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Numerous, all in Dayton, all around Carson, Mendon, Gardnerville, up at the lake. We have a lot of students who are working very well.
Fantastic. And you see, they would not have a career if it wasn't for people like you.
Oh, thank you.
And you have been doing, you said since 2002, but before that, you were in Las Vegas, and were you somewhere else before that?
I was up at the lake. I worked at the lake for a while. Vegas. Originally, my family came from Czechoslovakia, Slavish side.
So before you became an instructor, you had to get some training somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So was that in a beauty school?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And what area was that in?
It was in cosmetology, which is all the areas.
Wonderful.
Skin, hair, and nails.
Wonderful. Mm-hmm. Well, listen, I know you're busy. Mm-hmm. I don't want to keep you, but I do appreciate you coming down here, Gladys.
Thank you.
And helping us and answering some of these questions that people out there would like to know. Mm-hmm. And again, you can get a hold of everybody by going to the credits, and you will have all the information. Now, the school, again, is open from Tuesday to Saturday, right?
Correct.
Now, are the classes Tuesday to Saturday also?
They are.
Okay, so
it's
Monday
always
is
ongoing.
Okay,
yeah.
So Monday is closed.
Monday is closed, Sunday and Monday.
So there you go. So I do want to thank her again.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gladys, and I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, this has been fun. I have one more teacher here for you, instructor, and I want you to meet him. He is fantastic. He's used to this kind of business. Hi, Michael.
Hi,
how are you?
Great. Thank you very much.
Michael, tell us what you do here.
I am a provisional instructor. In other words, what I do is I'm coming in and I'm taking 500 hours to quote unquote learn how to teach. One of the good things is I've come from another state. I'm originally from Nevada and came up here just to visit, but I know the old school instructors. So they asked me if I wanted to come and be one of the instructors here.
Well, fabulous. So you have done instructing in other places?
Not within this field. I've done a lot within my church and all that kind of stuff teaching. But now I'm doing what my heart and passion is in hair and teaching kids.
And I heard that you have some kind of award or written up in the paper. Tell us about that.
I have a couple in Yuba City, California. The newspaper there wrote 2 articles on me. One was about my dream, the dream of having my own salon. I've gone to 5 different schools. And finally, when I had my gastric bypass in 2000, I went back to school and they said I would have to start over. I said never. Well, there was other plans, and I went back to school and opened up a 3,700 square foot salon in Yuba City. And due to some things that should never happen in business, some embezzlement with my bookkeeper and my mom falling a lot, I came back home.
All right.
And so it's my passion. I love it here, and I'm glad to be here.
Well, now you just said you went to 5 different schools.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us about those?
Well, the very first school I went to was Silver State in Sparks. Norma Jean, who used to be here, as well as Colette, who used to be here also, were all teachers at that time there. Also, when I first met Sandy, which is the owner of this school, she was at the other location at the north end of town. So I know a lot of the old school. I went to Northern Nevada a long time ago. I've gone to a school in Glendale. A lot of times what happens is you're in business. I'm 47 years old.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm
You don't
47.
look it.
Thanks. I'm 47. I've been through a lot. School, you have to work to live, and now I'm able to be able to be here, taking my knowledge I've learned from many schools and helping the kids to maybe make it easier for them.
I think that's great. That means you can start learning at any age and proceed all the way to whatever.
Right. The last school I went to was in Yuba City, California, called Sutter Beauty Academy. There was myself, who's been in the business for a long time, as well as another young lady at 64. She said she started her hair salon at 19 in Scotland, and she came over here, and she just wanted to do hair for seniors.
Oh.
And they said, no, you have to have a license. And she went into the school, and she heard the owner of the school say, oh, she'll never make it. Well, both of us graduated within 2 weeks of each other. She's doing fantastic, and it doesn't matter how old you are. You just stick your mind to it and do it.
That's true. See, I've always told you, I don't care how old you are, if you can do something, don't let anyone talk you out of it. You know that I'm over 70s. You know that I still love doing this business until I can't do it no more. And that's the same with the students here. They can start here young, and I mean young, which is like in their 19s, 20s, and they could start here young, and they could be in their 70s and still go on with this kind of learning from the school.
Yeah, a lot of times I see the old school, which someone goes, old school, what's that? I said, the old shampoo sets and the backcombing. It's still here no matter what. You know, and it's being here. I'm going to be opening up another shop here in town probably in the next month to two with a partner, right on Carson Street, I think. And we're willing to have anybody. If you know how to have a good time, you're willing to do it no matter what age. And I didn't think you were older than 29.
Oh my goodness, I love this man. Listen, you're going to start a new business, so tell us, could you give us a breaking down on it?
We're really not sure. We're right in the middle of things. Leaving Yuba City, I had to close my salon, and we're here. So my salon is in a storage shed, gathering dust.
Oh.
So one of the students here graduated about 6 months ago. I put an ad on Craigslist. Her husband is pursuing and called me and back and forth, and she's come. We went and looked at a property downtown, and I told her, I says, what we need to do in this economy, we need to start somewhere where we can afford it together and not worry about other people. We get it where we want, and we can pay for it ourselves, and if we hire another stylist or nail tech, an esthetician, a massage therapist, then we can start to make a little bit of money in a few years. But if we get where the business where we need it, we can give a service that other people in town maybe not be doing, because there could be 10 salons on Carson Street and each one full, because they don't come for the salon, they come for the people inside.
That's true.
And you know, so I think it's going to be a good marriage. Me teaching here, working there at night, who knows where it's going to bring to.
Well, do you have a title yet?
Not yet. We're still in that. But it's going to be great for Nevada Day because it's right on Carson Street.
Oh, really? Oh, that's going to be wonderful. Well,
Yeah.
we're looking forward to it. And you're going to let us know?
Definitely.
You have the email and everything?
I
We'd
sure
love
do.
to know, and we'll announce it for you.
Okay, sounds great. It'd be nice.
Okay, we could do that in November for you.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. But listen, Michael, I want to know then, you came directly from where?
Okay, I moved back to Nevada from Yuba City, California.
Yuba City.
Yuba City, I was there for 12 years. Before that, I lived here. Graduated in high school in '85 here in Carson City. I had a candle manufacturing company here, and I had that for 5 years.
A what?
A candle manufacturing
Oh,
company.
candle.
And it was called Sierra Candles.
Oh, I seen that. Yes.
And I did very well for 5 years, and sometimes you need to change places to grow up.
That's true.
And so I left for 12 years. I went down there, got all my ducks in a row, and when my mom started to fall and things happened in the shop, I said, okay, what do you want me to do? and he said, go home.
You know what I like about your spirit? I like your spirit because you're not going to let anything get in your way. And that is great. And you're still young enough. And you still can have a lot of dreams.
That's right.
And even when you reach my age, which I'm sorry, you will someday, you still have something to fall back on.
Right.
And so my comment to you and my wish to you is that you will not ever give up in whatever you do. And I would like you to be successful. And I'm hoping that by having this show today, that maybe they could come here and learn from you before you disappear.
Definitely. And what's good about that is, like you said, it's no matter what happens. I know stylists that have arthritis and their hands are just tore up. You still have knowledge. You can come and you can teach, you can do whatever you can. Pastor said to me one time, just because you're retired doesn't mean you get out of the ministry. It just means you have to work harder.
That's true. That's true. And I know, Michael, that you're going to do really good no matter what you do. And we do hope that we hear from you so I could put it on my next show.
Looking forward to it.
Well, Michael, thank you very much for taking the time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Okay, darling. And
Bye-bye.
good luck.
Thank you. Bye.
So I want to go ahead and tell you what's going on for the month of October here in Northern Nevada. There is a lot going on. I'll give you a couple of them. And the rest of the information you could get off of the Carson City Chamber of Commerce. Now, you know, I've always told you there is Dayton Chamber of Commerce, that's for Lyons County. Then there's Carson City, which handles everything up to Douglas County. So be sure to get that off of the credits, okay? Now, I'll tell you what's going on here. We have the biggest event that happens on October 26th here, which is a Saturday. If you have never been here on Nevada Day, you should be here. It's not just vendors and food and music, but it's more than that. It is a day where everyone in Northern Nevada comes here to be in a parade that lasts about, I would say about 4 to 5 hours. That's how many floats there are. But it gets more exciting as the floats go by. We have our military, we have high school bands, we have high school doing things. There's just so much to tell you, and I just don't have enough time. So to get more information, please call your Chamber of Commerce and they'll tell you. Now, the other event that's coming up, as you know, this is called Halloween. Now, I don't have to tell you about Halloween, but I do have some things for safety for children. My concern is for these children that go out on Halloween night. Parents, this is where you come in. Why don't you get them some bright colors, jackets, and don't forget their flashlight or something that flashes, especially that night, because it gets cold, at nighttime, and it might have no lights and you're going to all these homes. I would suggest that if they're young kids, please, parents, don't let them go out by themselves. Make sure you're there in iWatch. And this is the most important thing. I don't care where you live. I don't care what state you're in, what country you're in. Get a hold of your hospitals and ask them if they have that service, because we have it here, where we check in the hospital, they do x-rays of all the goodies that are in the bag. It's better to be safe than sorry nowadays. So would you please do that? And you know what, adults? Why don't you go ahead and get a costume? This is your day of playing pretense and be a child again. So have fun, because I'm telling you, that's what I do every Halloween. I go to the casinos because they have big parties out here. And there's other places too that will be having all these kind of events. Why not go enjoy yourself? This is really going to be right after Nevada Day. In fact, I think it's, 2 days later? So if Nevada Day is on Saturday, hey, I think that Halloween is on Sunday. So go ahead, let the kids have fun. Enjoy yourself. And don't cook at home. Go to your restaurant. Have a wonderful meal with your family. Okay? So please be careful. And one more thing, don't drink and don't drive that night or any night or even texting. Those are dangerous things. And please watch out for the pedestrians, not only here in Nevada, but everywhere. I wish you all a very happy Halloween, and I will see you in November at the fashion show. So please keep in touch with us. We love getting those emails. Thank you. Well, Alison, I thought that was a fantastic show today.
Yes.
It was interesting, and I feel that we've given out a lot of information thanks to you. And I appreciate all the work you have done on this show today.
It's a pretty big place, isn't
yes,
it?
it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. But you know what? We have another great show happening in November. We should tell them about that one.
Okay, sounds good.
You know, next month we are going to be at a famous Chinese restaurant, and it's called the Bamboo Garden Restaurant. It's in Carson City on Carson Street, South Carson Street. And they will be open from 11 till 9. And also they have their fax number, their regular phone number. All this will be on the website, well, not on the credits. And so the lady you will want to speak to if you want to make reservations or not, it is a walk-in. Her name is Carrie. So you might want to go ahead and jot that down too. Another great thing that is happening is it's going to be a fashion show.
Oh, wow. Where?
Over there at the Chinese restaurant.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be like a New York style, where the people are having lunches. Mm-hmm. And it's going to, if you want, you could come down there and have lunch. Just be there by 11:30 so we can start the show. And the people that are going to be the main MC for this show with me and Alison is called Bling for the King. Wait till you see her jewelry.
Yeah.
Oh, her jewelry are fantastic. It's like being in New York.
So is this around payday? No.
Well, it could be.
Okay.
Because this is going, in November 4th.
Okay.
Well, actually, November 2nd.
Okay.
Sorry, November 2nd. And the other person that is doing the clothes to match with the jewelry, it's called Bridge Mountain Boutique.
Okay.
And do you know that both of these places are in that beautiful Carson Mall that we have here in Carson
Where
City?
the God Chalks used to be?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
I know where that is.
And
it's right by here.
Exactly. So they're going to match their fashion clothes for the holidays.
Nice.
And ladies love that.
Oh, yes.
And they're going to bring their jewelry, and I think they're going to change clothes maybe 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
And like I said, the owner of one store will describe the earrings and the jewelry, and the other lady will describe all the outfits.
That'll be great.
And all our
fun.
And all our beautiful clients will be in the restaurant. Guests, let's say guests, hopefully, they will have lunch there. While these lovely ladies, 3 or 4 of these models will be walking up and down the aisle.
That'll be great. That sounds like a lot of fun.
So you don't want to miss this. You really don't. So if you're in Carson City, come on down. And if you're not in Carson City, but hey, if you're a tourist, what a great time to come down. You want to be on the show or come and see these beautiful fashions up close, you need to do this. Now, I do want to say one important thing here, and that is that at the Bamboo Garden, I think for that day you might want to make reservations. I think that would be the smartest thing to do. That information again is on the credits, all right? Well, until we see you in November, I think that we can say this was a great time.
I think so too. Thank
So
you so much,
thank you
Norine.
very much.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye, everyone.